I want to be a little personal with you today. Growing up, I always wanted to be a journalist. I loved radio. I loved TV. I loved everything communication. My mom told me that at age 1 or so or 2, I would cry when my big sisters and brothers were going to school. So I was enrolled in school quite early, to the extent that every class I was in till about my senior high school, I was always the youngest in the class. I was always the youngest in the class because I went to school quite early. I loved to talk. I loved to read. And it's a dream I have nurtured. And I always say that radio, TV, communication is my first love. And I'll always go back to it. So back to the story. I loved radio, I loved TV, but I loved radio more. So at a very young age, after secondary school, I told myself that instead of staying at home and not doing anything, I'd rather intern with some of these TV stations. So I got the opportunity to intern with a guy who used to work with TV3. He was their correspondent then in Takoradi, Ebenak. And I will intern with him. We'll go for assignment together. I'll be carrying the tripod and I will go for assignment. I would usually watch how he would film, how he write the story, and then it is aired. So that is where my interest in media peaked. So as time went on, I told my parent that, hey, I wanted to really pursue this career, and had heard on Radio Ghana, Twin City in Takoradi at the time, that Tommy Annan Forson was starting this school called Rabudef. So I decided to enroll at Rabudef to learn radio broadcasting. So at age 17, I packed my bags, left my parents' home in Takoradi, and came to Accra alone. Yes, when I arrived in Accra, I didn't go straight to Rabudef because I felt like I could work for a little bit, earn some more money, and then go to school. So I first enrolled at a school called Guide College. It was at Kwashiman. And they taught radio broadcasting. I learned some good basics from there. But it got to a point I realized that the kind of training I really wanted, I wasn't going to get it from Guide College. So I went to Rabudef and enrolled. It was at Cantonment. So imagine the distance from Kwashiman to Cantonment every day. Young girl hustler who has come to Accra. Charlie, nothing better for me. So how did I do it? I have no idea. But what I do know that God also brought people along my way to help me. There was this lady who housed me, who kept me in her house at Kwashiman Blue Hill, Sister Gloria, wherever you are. Thank you. I'm so grateful to you. She made me sleep in her house. I was sharing her room with her. It was a 1-bedroom. I was sharing that room with her. Now, after Rabudef, I was taught by Tommy Annan Forson. I was taught by Cyril Akolache, who unfortunately passed, and then Charlie Sam. They were all from GBC. These were the veterans. I was taught radio broadcasting, correct pronunciation, how to speak, how to do the right things on air. There are songs which are not to be broadcast on air. These were the basics we learned. So after Rabudef, I got the opportunity to work at Choice FM. Then it was Sunshine Radio. Mr. Fred Owari, thank you so much for the opportunity to work at Choice FM. Choice FM also gave me that opportunity to hone my writing skills and speaking skills, because I'll go for assignments, come back, write the stories, and then an editor will edit it, and then it will be aired. I also got the opportunity to anchor. After working at Choice FM for a little bit, I got another opportunity to work at City FM. Now, my journey to City FM was really amazing. That's a story for another day, but I know that it was God who orchestrated that move to City FM. To Mr. Samuel Atamensa, thank you. Aze, Nyame Shopi. I'm so grateful for that opportunity to work at City FM. City FM really made me a journalist. City FM. Because, Charlie, You will go for assignment. When you come back, you write the story. And then OJ, editor, he will have a look through. And then when you are done, you go back, read the news, go and cover events, come back. So it was this 360 approach to journalism. And I loved it. And I remember at some point, we even had a newspaper called the Globe newspaper. We were writing for it. And that also helped me. Now, somewhere along the line, marriage came along, children came along. And then I realized that no, there was a need to go back to school. To be honest, it was my husband who encouraged me to go back to school. He said, you know what, I was a degree. So by the time I was going to school, I was already a pregnant woman. So I went to Central University, picked up forms as a mature student, wrote the entrance exams. I think it was at Mataheko, wrote the exams, and I was given admission to read communication. I already had a first child, my daughter at the time, and I was carrying the second. When I was going to school, I wasn't really enthused about going to school because I felt like I was pregnant and I'm going to school and women. But I said that, you know what, this man has encouraged me. I need to go to school. And so I did. I went to school with my pregnant belly and told myself that I was not going to defer. And my classmates, my faculty members, Central University itself was the support system I needed for the 4 years that I was in school. See, I went to school with my baby. I remember after the cesarean section, 2 weeks after the cesarean section, I quickly went back to class. And I'll go to school with my baby. I had nanny issues. If you're a mom, you're a father, you know the issues with nannies. But I said, you know what? I am going to carry on with this dream. So I carried it through. And then I was able to graduate Central University. That was in 2019, I should think. And then afterwards, I got the opportunity to, I was trying to pivot. So I wanted to switch a little bit from media into corporate communication. So what I read in school was communication. So I went to, I got the opportunity to work at Newmont Mining. So I did my internship, I did my national service there. And I learned a whole lot about managing communications at the highest level, the corporate level. Now, right after that, I also got the opportunity to work at Barry Callebaut. Barry Callebaut is a cocoa processing company. And it was amazing working at Barry Callebaut because Barry also taught me about community engagement, working hand in hand with the people who supply your value chain. It was the peak of it. I really, really, really enjoyed working at Barry Callebaut. Now, if you listen to my story from the beginning, I loved media. I learned a lot. And then I pivoted into corporate communications. And all this was being carried on by a dream I nursed since I was a child. Why am I sharing my life journey with you or being personal with you today? I just want to tell you that don't waste your youth. Don't waste your youth. Don't waste or don't downplay that dream that you have. Some of you have this dream. You've been nurturing this dream for a very long time. And you feel that, okay, I'll wait tomorrow, I'll start. I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do that today. I'll do that. So you keep procrastinating. You started nursing this dream when you were 10. And now you're 25. And you've not even taken the first step. And you are seeing other people running with their vision, running with their dreams, and you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. Because of the fear of the unknown, because of what people will say. So you are sitting down. This is your sign to move. See, I did not know anybody when I was coming to Accra. I did not know anybody, but I told myself that this is the vision I have for my life. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision and make it plain. This is the vision I have for my life. I want to be a journalist. How do I become a journalist? Talent alone is not enough, so I need to train. I need to add value to myself. Some of you have wow talent. Some of you can even speak better than I can. Some of you can write better than I can, but you are sitting on it. You have a gold mine and you are sitting on it. You are sitting on it. A few days ago, a friend of mine and I were roaming through the streets of Accra, and we saw this joint, and it was time for us to have lunch, and she was like, I know this nani floor joint, so let's go and have some nani floor in Banku. We had the nani floor, it's big fish stew, and we went to have it, and it was tasty. This woman has this amazing gift of food, and she kept saying like, this woman doesn't know what she has, because I was like, the way the food is, if some of these bloggers and influencers grab this joint, then package it, the amount of money they will price that meal, it will be amazing. Some of you have more than what this Nani Flow woman has, but you are sitting on it because you feel like you'll be young forever. Sweethearts, you are not going to be 20 years forever. My brother, you are not going to be dripping forever. So that dream you have, do it now. Do it. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen? Do it. Follow through with your dream. I know we all suffer. We have this procrastination. Sometimes I feel procrastination is demonic. Because see, you plan that you're going to do this, by the time you realize you are sleeping or you are doom scrolling. You are doom scrolling. 2025 is a clean slate for all of us. This year, I hit a milestone in my age, so I'm really excited for it. But I believe that it's going to be a good year for you if you carry that dream you have nurtured from your childhood and run with it. Nobody owes you anything. You want something, go get it. Go get it, honey. Go get it, my brother. Go and get it. Sometimes you go to people's offices, they will sack you, but keep going. You see the woman who was wearing the judge in the Bible, she persisted. Sometimes you will be asking people to sign or even give you a recommendation. They will say no. Keep on persisting. For us in our generation, we are blessed. If you were born in 80s, 90s, you are blessed because, you are carried, you have social media. That's what I'm trying to say. You have social media. And even those who are following the Gen Zs, Gen Alphas, social media is a tool. This thing is a tool. Maximize its use. This thing is not just for taking pictures and sending messages. It is a tool. You can maximize it. So I'm just sharing bits and pieces of my story to encourage you to know that it is not all that rosy. Yes, some of you were born with silver and golden spoons in your mouth, so you may not have that grass to grave story. It is okay. It is perfectly okay. You cannot relate to the struggle. But see, things are not going to be like that forever. You've got to work for what you want. You want something so bad, work for it. It's not going to land on your laps. It's like wishing for a fit body. You cannot wish for a fit body into existence. You have to work for it. So what is it that you want? 2025, what is it that you so want? What is it that you want badly? Do it. Start now. Start now. Do it. Do it afraid. Do it tired. Do it without all the answers. But start. Do something with your hands, because you're not going to be this young forever. This is the youngest you're going to be as far as age is concerned. You won't be 20 forever. You won't be 30 forever. You won't be 40 forever. But I believe that the more we keep sharing our stories like this, you get to know that you are not alone. The reality is that it is crazy out there, but with God, God gives strategy, God gives planning. So please start what you said you do. Your dreams are valid. Start it. Associate yourself with the right people. Make good friends. Friends who will correct you when you are wrong. Go to school if you have to. Hone your skills. Be good at something. There's something you can be good at. And 5, please pray about everything. Pray about everything. this is your sign to start what you said you would do. Thank you for watching this episode of Perspectives with Lorrencia. I'ma see you at the top.